Oh, here we are. Oh my goodness gracious. We are here. This is episode 6, Jarhead Jabber. I'm telling you, if you're out there and you don't have your Jarhead Jabber gear yet, shame on you. Shame on you. But
I
two
didn't
of
get a
us out of the
chance.
3 right now have our Jarhead Jabber gear. So, we got our
Oh,
hat.
mhm.
Look, he's got a shirt.
Go ahead.
And we're looking good. I got my Jarhead Jabber little glass here so I can drink something special. But Carlos, how you doing, man?
Something special. I love it. I love it. I'm doing all right. Feeling my new Jarhead
Yeah,
Jabber gear. Liking it. Good quality stuff. Good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
First
Look,
episode of 2026. We're
yeah,
rolling along
man.
here.
I was gonna say this a second ago, but you guys realize that we have not talked in a year.
Uh,
It's
now
been
you
a
sound
hot
like
minute.
Matt.
Yeah. I got jokes. I'm gonna join Matt's segment and the jokes. And anyways, but we got Erica with us tonight. She's joining. Erica, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I went out today and I was doing the volunteer thing, and my body forgot to tell me how old I was. So I've been laying on a heating pad for the rest of the day.
Nice.
But and now I'm feeling pretty bad because y'all are dogging me about the Jarhead Jabber gear, and I don't have any.
There's only one solution to that.
I'm telling you,
You got to get
telling
some.
Don't you worry. We're gonna get everybody. We're
harassment.
gonna get everybody hooked up on that. Here you go. That's where you could go to get you some cool Jarhead Jabber gear, man. You just hit up that website right there. Yeah, you go in there, you get you some cool gear.
Bob says
And
if I get one more T-shirt or hat, he's kicking me out.
Oh man.
I've got them up on my wall, and my closet's half T-shirts. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. I think you could push that ultimatum just for one Jarhead Jabber shirt. Come on.
Probably. I'll just cut them off from the goodies, No cookies, no candy, no nothing.
Oh man.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm trying to shoot this out to one of our guests here. I got to make sure we're good. Speaking of guests, do you want to go ahead and run down who all is going to be here?
Oh man, we have a heavy hitter lineup tonight.
Heavy hitters.
So heavy hitters. Well, we have a returning guest who I'm hoping maybe this turns into something steady. We have our. Who do we have? Let's see here.
Let me look at my notes again.
Oh man, this is wonderful. We have
Brian.
We have Brian Gillespie coming on.
That's right.
Brian got a whole long list of accolades going on here, but most importantly, he's the creator of HAMSL in the Marine Corps League, which is helping Marines save a life. Which is an important topic to all of us. We have Joe Uribe coming on, who's also a heavy hitter in the Marine Corps League, and not only that, but I'm certainly glad he's on our team because he's a black belt and instructor in all kinds of hand-to-hand stuff, martial arts, good stuff. So I'm definitely glad when you see Joe in a dark alley. I'm glad that he's wearing MCL colors.
That's right.
And then of course we have the honorable barking dog, Stephanie Abbott, who has a special guest, and I hear he's a pretty big top dog, if you would. So we'll hold that one until he comes on. And
okay, I like
not that I'm sure people know, but it's good to keep some stuff under the hat, if you would.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to have a little something under the hat or up the sleeve. That's that magician life. You got to have the tricks up your sleeve.
Unless you're not wearing any sleeves, like some of our guests later on tonight.
Yeah, that is true. I think there's going to be a lot of people that are very interested to see that. I mean. What is it? Suns out, guns out, something like that.
Suns out, guns out. There you go.
Yeah, there's definitely some guns out a little bit later.
It's only 19 degrees here in New York, so ain't no sun and no guns.
Mike Francis says woof woof. So how you doing,
woof.
Mike? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Well, shoot, man. What have y'all been up to? Let's talk about some good stuff that's been going on. I know Erica said you've been out volunteering your time to help out in different places. So what has that been up? What have you been doing with that?
It was really interesting, actually. It was I'm in South Texas, and for the most part, for many, many years, it's been only white and Hispanic, but there was also a small Black population down here. But what happened is they only had cemeteries for white folk and Hispanic folk, and the Black people. Yeah, it was weird. They didn't know, but the woman who started this, it was a woman about almost 100 years ago, 99 years ago. She said, "Look, I work for you. You're a big wig. Can you give us some land so at least our people can have a place to be buried with dignity?" And so they did it. And it's funny because you have to go through a huge cemetery, and then there's a small little plot with with crosses, and some have statues, but most of them are just crosses, you know. And we went through there, and I was raking like crazy. And German was there, and he's with my detachment as well. And we were raking, and I met a lot of people, and learning the history was really nice because I had absolutely no idea. And it's only 10 minutes away from me, and I had no clue.
Wow.
And next time I do that, I'll do Bengay first. Then. Yeah.
It's a good call on that. Yeah, absolutely.
And the mayor
stretching.
We're
at that age we have to stretch first, you know.
Stretch.
Yeah. Forget to stretch.
We have to sit. The mayor told me I'd be a star someday because I keep showing up in pictures with him. So I'm getting ready to get my star in Hollywood.
Hey, not only that, you're on here with us too. So I mean, double star. You know,
seriously.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
And we're international.
Love it. I love it.
We are international. We get downloads from everywhere.
Also,
that's true.
I am doing my Valentine's menu. And
okay,
Carlos knows how crazy that is for me because I always have to decide what goodies I'm going to make, and I have to hide them from my husband because he eats them. And I'm not sure why he's not bigger than he is. But yeah, so that's been making me a little crazy.
All right. Well, you don't want to put them around me either because I would eat them as well. And you would be able to tell if I was eating. I can promise you that.
And they are tasty. I can vouch for that too.
Yeah. All right.
But
all right.
Pretty boring other than that.
All right. Well, Carlos, what have you been doing, man?
Wow. Well, celebrated a birthday about a week ago. Didn't realize I lost a whole year in translation somewhere. For whatever reason, I thought I was a year younger than what I actually am. Call it denial if you would. But my body reminded me that I am every bit the age that I am.
Yeah.
Struggling with
59.
59.
45, right? 45?
Yeah. 45, yeah. Sure. Absolutely. I'll go with that. 45, 100 years ago, yeah. I got more doctors than friends now.
You and me both. Seriously.
Hey, you know, thank goodness we got the VA we can go see and all that good stuff. We got to have friends in the doctor community. The older you get, you know.
Absolutely. I was there on Monday.
Nice.
And,
well, I got a special treatment since the last time we've seen each other. I got to go get a colonoscopy. Really wonderful. Well, really well. The doctor was super gentle. I told him, I was like, "Hey, is it possible for me to come back tomorrow?" I mean, you were so gentle; it didn't hurt at all. And,
did you get his number? Did you get his number?
No, I didn't. Apparently, I said some other ridiculous things as well, as my wife pointed out. But you know,
oh, she didn't record you.
Serious?
No, she did record me. Yeah. But not all the stupidity that I said. So, but it's all good. It's all good. I had a good time. They put me under. Didn't feel a thing. So.
Yeah, that getting put under is pretty cool. I like that part.
That's the best. That's the best part.
Yes, definitely.
Oh God, those are expensive. They charge you. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice, Matt. Nice. I like it.
Literally and figuratively, right?
Oh, how
Right.
funny.
That's right. That's good.
Oh
All right,
God.
man. Well, shoot. I guess we could kind of jump into it. You want to go ahead and jump in, or what? What do you want to do here?
Yeah, let's hear from the honorable barking dog.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna play the little intro as soon as I can find. There it is. Okay, here we go. All right. We got Stephanie here. Stephanie, you're going to do some introductions for us? Are you on mute? Are you muted?
I think she's on mute.
Let me try it now.
There you go.
All right.
Take two. Take two.
Take two. All right, here we go. Before I introduce our guest for tonight, I do want to hit up on a few things of barking dog news to pass around. First is the Woofagram just came out on the 1st of January. If you haven't gone to look at it yet, go to the publications. It's militaryorderthedevildogs.org/publications. If you scroll down a little ways, you're going to see it right before you hit the downloadable logos. So make sure there's the last 4 episodes, or not episodes, the last 4 editions of the Woofagram are all going to be there. Make sure to check it out. Also, we've got our current raffle for the 6 hour going on. The tickets are 1 for $15, are 3 for $40. And last but not least, we're going to be starting our kennel Zooms. So we're going to be passing out information to all the dogs in the order about the positions. And we're going to be starting it off next month with our Honorable Senior Vice. But it's not about me. It's about our Chief tonight. So Chief has been pushing a lot of great stuff out. He's got a lot of new things coming down, and he's here to tell you tonight about all of that great stuff.
Perfect. Well, let's pull him in.
Hey, how's it going,
There he
guys?
is. We got the Chief. How you doing today?
Not too bad. How are you?
Oh man, I'm excited you're here. You get to this is old hat for you though. You've been here before. You were here last time, you know?
Yeah. A couple months ago, I came on when I first took over the position, and had a lot going on since then. I know we talked a little bit about who I was and my thoughts and what I wanted to get done, and we hit the ground running. We really did. Yeah, let's talk a little bit, and then we could get into that. So, how's everybody else been doing?
Oh,
doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. You guys put applications in?
I'm
talked
here.
last time about what we were doing. I know, Carlos, you're already in, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
AJ. Stephanie. I think Stephanie.
I'm not up to speed on all this stuff. You may have to explain everything to us all for the yahoos like me.
So the yahoos like you, we are the Fun and Honor Society of the Marine Corps League. We have fun. It's not just a humdrum meeting. It's a growl. And it is a lot. Listen, I just came back from the Pennsylvania Pack this past Friday night. And we had a blast. It wasn't all the craziness. And I know you go online and you see, the Missouri Pack and Nebraska and all these others, and they have all these crazy games that they're playing. And that is, listen, to some pounds and some packs, that's what it's all about. It's all about doing that. And then there's other packs that you go to in pounds, and it's all about the camaraderie, and it's about zinging on each other and just having a great time. And the Pennsylvania Pack this past weekend brought it. It was such a good time. Me and PDD Wells, the executive director, we're out there, and we just had such a good time. And then the hospitality room, Pennsylvania throws afterwards, we were there till midnight. So it was
hanging out hard.
That's it, hanging out and just passing the word, and that's what it's all about, though, right? Marine Corps League is all about camaraderie and hanging out, and that's really where we always joked around. And I moved up over the course of time. I was department commandant, assistant national vice commandant, so I've seen stuff on the league side, and it's all about the hospitality room. It really is. Yes, we got business to attend to, but at the end of the day, that's where you make the connections and do everything. So, and that's also on our side too. For the dogs, we like to get down and have a good time. That's what it's all about. So,
absolutely, that's one of my favorite parts is just hanging out and having a good time. Let's see, Mike's got a question there.
I did get a little bit. I did get a little bit of mange the last time, so we're working that out right now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a good one. So I'd like to. So 2026. What are we doing here in the order? So 2026 really is about refocus, and reinvigorating ourselves. We really took a hard stance last year on membership. When I was the senior vice, it was all about trying to set the membership up so that we had true numbers. We were well over 5,000 as far as the rosters went, but there was a lot of dual members. There was a lot of members, unfortunately, that had passed that were never reported. So the key ingredient was to make sure that we got that. And I talked about that last time I was on here, and we had a good baseline. So we were at 45, almost 4,600 members. We are currently at 4,726 as of tonight. So we gained over since November. So we did a great job with that. We haven't even started our campaign for recruiting. So that's going to be something that's coming up in the future that you guys will be able to see. And I'm telling you, if you're not a member of the order, you might want to be one, because we are movers and shakers right now. I mean, we're having a good time.
You know what? I'm going to have to go find an application because everybody here gives me a hard time. And
I wonder why.
I don't know
why.
Yeah. You know, I want to get
they all got one of those undercover. That's why.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure the honorable barking dog can have it in your inbox before the show's over.
I'm sure probably. So part of what
no pressure.
Yeah, what we're doing right now is, now that we got membership all squared away, now it's time to take care of the pounds and the packs. So we currently have 38 active packs, and we have 200 pounds. Now the 200 pounds, we had to close 27 pounds since November. And the reason we did that was because they basically were non-existent. Sometimes they had 3 members that were in there. We had some examples of pounds that just hadn't had one in years. And it was time to really, look at what was going on and take care of it. And my senior vice, Mike Francis, is doing one heck of a job making sure that things are happening. He's working with our compliance dog, Steve Seiler, along with everybody that works the KMA. They all get together, and this is a daily thing. This is a full-time job getting this done.
Chief,
yes.
Why is it so important to get those actual numbers?
Because this is a business. I mean, the reality is, and I said this past weekend, and I'll say it as I go around the country. If you just want to be in the order and you just want to have a good time, then that's great. Then you just be a regular member. But the day that you decide that you want to take an elected position or an appointed position, and you raise your paw and you give that oath, now it's time to run the business. And we have to make sure that we're in compliance with the government, with the states, and with the order ourselves, because we are, just like the Marine Corps League, we got the same thing going on. We just do it and have fun doing it. But that doesn't mean that that you have to do it all by yourself. We have a great staff that wants to help. So if you're confused on what's going on with the KMA, you just have to go online and you could talk to the IT dog and the dog robber, because they're there to help you with that. If you have a problem with compliance, you talk to Steve Seiler. PDD Seiler is our compliance dog, and all their information is right online. If you need anything, we have the resources available right there. Just pick up the phone, make a phone call. We will walk you right through everything that needs to happen. So it's not
so
just
you said
all by yourself.
You said you closed 200 pounds. Now,
no, we have 200 active pounds. We closed 27 pounds.
Oh, 27. Okay.
27,
okay.
yes.
Gotcha. And those members that you closed, you moved them to other local pounds?
So if there was any members that were in those pounds that got closed out, they got the option to move to a local pound, or they could go to we call a dog at stray. So if they have to go to a kennel stray, then they do that until they can find their own pound. We do have some pounds, so we have some charters that we're getting ready to put forward. So we do have a couple of pounds that are opening up. So even though we have to close some stuff down, we still are opening new pounds as we go. So that's always a bonus.
Now, what determines if one gets opened up? Like, how does that work?
So you have to have so many members within a certain area. You put an application in. You have to have so many pedigrees so that you can run it and know what the heck's going on. And then once you fill that application out, it gets sent up through the division vice chief, and they send that up to the kennel. We review everything. As long as they meet all the criteria, the letter goes out saying that we're good to go, and I sign off on the charter, and off it goes. It's that easy.
Very nice.
So, yeah. So we have midwinter coming up.
That's right.
Next month. So I look forward to seeing everybody. We have on Friday night, we have the mini growl, which is at 2000, and all degrees are welcome. So Carlos, you could come to this growl and you can kind of see what it does.
Sadly, I won't be able to be there.
Oh, you're killing me.
What?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Can't be there. See, you guys get.
But it's
I was waiting for this, Carlos.
Come on, and then you can't even come to the growl.
I know. I'm doing something very important for the department. I'm actually attending the Harlem Hellfighters Ball on behalf of the Department of New York. So and presenting a replica congressional gold medal to one of the families. So that's the only reason I would not.
Yeah, I'll let you go for that one.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
But I like to also, as we get into our conference time within the next few months, I'll be getting out there to be able to get to a couple of conferences and, to get around the country and see everybody else in the order and go from there. But that's how we are.
Nice.
That's it right now. There's a lot more that's coming down the pipe, but we don't have all that kind of time on here. So I'll just leave you with a little tidbit, and then next time we come on, we'll do it again.
Yeah,
I like the idea that you went to the internet and streamlined a lot of stuff online. That seems to be like the way to go moving forward. And a lot of people are a little bit reluctant, or they just don't know how to use the internet in a way that's beneficial to both the department or the league and the kennel.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about the KMA, and that's what it is, the Kennel Management Application System. So you go on the MODD website, you go to log in. If you haven't been on there before, you get a login information, and it just literally a password gets sent to you. You could go on there, you can take a look at your pound if you're just a member. If you're one of the officers of the pound, then you have access to be able to change things as you go. Dog robbers or adjutants get the same access for that. When you're on a pack level, you get to see everything through all the pounds along with your pack. And then the division vice chiefs get to see everything that goes on with their division. But that's where all the paperwork goes too. So when you have advancement paperwork, when you have ROIs, when you have dues that are due, you do all of that online. And as soon as you hit the enter button, it goes to everybody that needs to see that. And they go from there. Now, look, we look at everything because we'll send you back something. So if something's wrong, we'll send you an email back letting you know what the discrepancies were in that paperwork. Not because we're beating you up, just because you need to know that it's wrong so that we could correct it and do the paperwork correct for the next time. So if there's anybody out there that takes that to heart, don't. We're just trying to make sure that we're doing things the right way. I get CC'd on a lot of stuff. So if you got something sent back to you and you see that I was on there, they're not putting me on because they're trying to call you out. They're putting me on so that I could pay attention to what's going on within the kennel. So that's all that this is. Just making sure that everybody's doing their job. And if they need help, we're always there for you. That's the ingredient. It's not about beating anybody up. It's about making sure that we're doing it right.
Yeah.
Accountability, right?
Absolutely. That's the key ingredient. Accountability, right?
That's a good thing that you say that, because there are a lot of people that, when you look at who gets CC'd and all that type of stuff, that makes you nervous, especially when we were talking about, the chief, right? If you're on there, man, everybody's going to get a little uptight and be like, oh, hey, I don't want to.
Yeah, but I'm on there. I'm on there just so that I know that everybody's doing what they got to do. There's nothing worse than being the guy that has to answer those questions and you don't know what's going on, right? So somebody that's working with you and they're doing something off to the side, and then all of a sudden, a past chief or anybody walks up to me and says, "Hey, what's going on with that?" And I don't have that answer. That's bad. I'm not good with that. So that's why I always ask my staff to please make sure that I'm CC'd on anything, just so that I know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not micromanagement. It's just keeping accountability. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And you
Top
guys
got to know what's going on.
You guys also moving forward, and Andrea said this, but Mod leading the way using technology to advance the organization, woof woof. And you guys are doing that because you just mentioned a couple minutes ago about the Zoom deal. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
something that Stephanie had started last year with the classes, because I think I was one of the first classes, or one of the first Zooms to go on, and that's when I was the senior vice, and I think I had 39 join that, and it's good because you get the one-on-one with an individual. So if you're a senior vice on a pack level or pound level, you're going to go to Mike's class. And Mike's going to go over what that position is and what he does and what we all do as far as that goes. And that's when the questions happen, because just like right now, we're in this forum. Someone may not want to ask that question, but somebody else does. And now you get that knowledge also. So it's important to do that. And it's a lot better than just sitting there clicking on a video and watching somebody talk. We're going to have that too. So for the individual who can't. So we're going to kind of do it both ways. And I know that sounded weird, but that's okay. But we're going to have the Zoom, and we're also going to do a video so that we put it on the publications page, and you could actually see, the senior vice, the junior vice, the smart dogs, all going to talk about their positions and what they do, whether it be daily, weekly, or monthly, and kind of go from there. But we're really excited about getting that out.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm loving it. And, even coming on here, I think it's awesome you're taking advantage of coming on here. We're getting more and more viewers with this. So hopefully it continues to spread and get bigger and bigger. But, we're sitting at 13 people out there watching us live. Lots of people making comments already. So this is fantastic. We're moving in the right direction.
That's all. I love it. This is a great way for us to get the word out there. So I appreciate everything that you guys do too. So you get just more than me, everything else that goes on there. So I'll give you a shout out whenever I can. I absolutely will.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Now you just need a fancy little hat.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you my address. That's okay. If I'm on it, I'll wear it next time.
I love it. We'll get you something out to you.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Hey, Chief, thanks for coming on and doing this. It's fantastic. If there's anything else that needs to be said, you're more than welcome right here. You can say it now, or hopefully we didn't miss anything. But
no, I think we're good right now. Like I said, if anybody has anything they need, please work it up the chain, and we'll help you out with whatever we need. But I look forward to what's coming up. So always moving forward. Woof woof.
Awesome.
Woof woof.
Thank you very much, Chief. Have a good one.
You too.
Stephanie.
I'm here.
Man.
Stephanie just makes it look easy.
I know. Bringing the heat.
Makes it look easy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm apparently make it look easy, Just easy. Up, all the things right now. My little paws in the air.
Yeah.
Wagon.
Okay. All right.
Oh, look. Somebody asked a question. How do you get a position in the kennel?
Oh, that's a good question. How do
It's
you?
a loaded question.
That is a loaded question. Thank you, Barb. I don't know. That was meant for me. That was meant for our chief at the time, because
I
that
can
was
bring him back in if he's still there. Hold on, let's see. He's still there. All right.
How do you get a
loaded question for you?
That is a loaded question, because you see who that's from, right?
Yes, I did see who it was from.
Yeah, I'm leaving that one alone. I don't even know that answer. Because if she comes running on the screen, we're gonna have a problem. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Honestly, part of that real quick. So if you are within the order and you're looking to step up, just talk to people, talk to individuals, talk to other dogs, and we're always looking for volunteers and kind of go from there. Just like Mike just said, it's all about volunteers.
You and Mike, y'all are just on the same wavelength there. I like that.
Senior vice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Outstanding.
All right. Well, hey, thanks again. You guys are awesome, Stephanie, Chief. Thanks for coming on and doing this. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
No, thank you so much for having us both again. We really enjoyed this opportunity.
Absolutely, yeah. And let us know if we can do anything to help, and I'll get my application in. I won't say as soon as we get off here, but soon after I'll get it in. And then if it's not in by next month, I give you permission to beat me up. So
Absolutely. I'll take you up on that.
Noted. No, note to self. I need to write it down. Don't forget. All right,
Chief carries a big stick, so you might want to be careful how you.
That is true. That is true. He does carry a big stick. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, Simplify. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you, and have a good evening. Woof woof.
I love it, man. Oh man, I'm gonna pull Erica back in. Look at there. Look who's back.
Listen, don't be volunteering to get yourself beat up. All right.
I'm telling you. I shouldn't have said that because it's coming. It's
you're going to be getting emails all the time now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
have you done it? Have you done it?
Yeah, I gotta get off my butt and figure it out. So it's all good though. It's all good. I need to.
What state are you in again?
I'm in Oklahoma.
Got to make that happen.
Oklahoma.
Because you do have to be invited, not just to join.
Is that what it is? You got to be invited. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but
I think to know.
being that the chief invited you, I think you're good to go. So
I would say that counts as an invitation.
Well, it's generally a recommendation by 2 members of the mod in your detachment. But I'm thinking if the chief invited you, that kind of trumps that one.
Pretty much.
But they may have rules. They may have rules, so you want to follow those too.
Yeah, I want to follow the rules. I don't want to get beat up. So but I'll put my application in and we'll see where it goes.
Okay. Yes, I did request a lawyer, but he did so well. Our senior vice. I couldn't have had a better lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it though, because sometimes it can bite you in the butt. But it may have been the cookie.
Do we want to get into that story or?
No, we do not.
Hopefully, Matt, he said he lost, where's it at? He lost audio. Matt, if you lost audio, log out and log back in. That might help. So, all right.
Maybe Mike Francis.
Couldn't think of a better person.
Oh no, he did great. I'm never going to put myself in a position, hopefully, to need a lawyer again. But
how about that?
Yeah, we know that won't work, but still, try.
We all say that, but
true.
We can't guarantee
that we do.
Yeah,
it follows me everywhere.
Oh man. Well, who do we got next, Carlos? What are we working toward here?
Well, if my paperwork stands correct, we have the Southwest Division National Vice Commandant.
Nice.
Mr.
Yeah.
Joe Uribe.
Awesome. Well, we're going to pull him up right now, and hopefully he's there. I think he is. There he is. Joe, how you doing today?
Look at that.
Are you there? Can you hear me now?
Joe's chilling.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, there he goes. Yeah,
I
appreciate it. Carlos, thank you for not butchering my name.
Well, we have that. We can roll. I can roll my tongue a little bit, and I can't pronounce my own.
It wasn't that bad. I had a staff sergeant once call me urine.
Yeah. You're right.
And I was a lance corporal at the time. So what do? You just say, "Here, staff sergeant."
Yeah. Wow.
Are you in a spaceship, or that's a hell of a setup you got?
No, there. I'm actually using my Insta360 as a webcam. It's better than my Logitech. So this one goes all the way up to 720p, and the Logitech is subpar.
That is pretty wild.
That is a hell of a setup. Nice.
I didn't know that you could use it as a webcam until I don't know. I was watching YouTube or something, and some streamer said, you could use it as a webcam. And I was like, hey, I have one of those. I'll check it out. And sure enough, it works.
Good old YouTube, huh?
I mean, you can learn anything on YouTube. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you really can. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I am a YouTube certified mechanic, plumber, gardener.
You do it all.
I don't even know how we did it in the 90s.
Oh,
Right?
man. It's
For
true.
real.
Just driving from place to place. How did we make it? And it's amazing. It's amazing we
Yeah.
got anywhere back then.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
even
remember
then,
my
with the
dad.
technology we had back then, when's the last time you heard TomTom?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right, that was one
Wow.
of the first GPS systems to come out.
That's right.
You know.
I think I still
Buddy.
have mine. I think it needs to be updated, but yeah.
I bet it needs
I've
to be
never heard of
updated.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it was
No?
it was like a module that you could buy and hook up to your car, and it would give you, driving directions, or MapQuest even.
MapQuest, there you
That's
go.
what Helen
Helen
just said. Yeah, MapQuest.
Oh yeah, printed MapQuest for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I have
Well,
3 GPS things on my phone right now. One of them's because of Carlos. When we were at the national convention, and whenever I say I want to go somewhere, I have 3 women yelling at me at the same time. I don't know how I do that, so I'm gonna have to stop that noise.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah, there you go. Helen jumped on the bandwagon.
Good one.
Having to-
Good one.
She still remembers driving from Cherry Point to Charleston with a printed MapQuest map. Yeah, that was the rest of us too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Well, Joe, you want to tell us what's going on in your world? What do you want to talk about?
Well, we're just coming off the holidays. The holidays, I think, pretty nationally. Most members of the league kind of take it easy a little bit. You've got Thanksgiving, you've got the ball, you've got Thanksgiving, you've got Christmas and New Year's. I know some detachments go dark for a little bit to allow their members to, go on vacation or whatnot. Their kids are home from, school. So that's kind of what we're going through right now. I'm in Arizona, and we're looking forward to our Southwest Division Conference in May. But I belong to the Department of Arizona. We're looking forward to our spring conference coming up here at Lake Havasu.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
In a couple months. That's going to be awesome. And just winding down from the holidays. Right around this time is when all leaguers start to get really busy again, except for those that are busy through the holidays as well. But things start kicking up, right? We've got spring conferences, we've got June conventions, fall conferences, we got preparation for the midwinter conference, a national in DC this year in a little bit. So it's things are barely ramping up. They're not super busy yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
So how do you're the National Vice Commandant of the Southwest Division, which entails Arizona, California, Nevada, and Hawaii. So that's roughly about 88 detachments. Tell us a little bit about your position and what it entails, and how'd you get there?
Yeah, so the division National Vice Commandant, we sit on the National Board of Trustees, right? So you have the big four, who's the National Commandant, the Senior, the Junior, the NJA. And then there is a board that goes attached to that as well, comprised of national vice commandants, and everybody has a division that they're in charge of. So I'm in the Southwest, but there's also a Central, a South, an East, a Northwest. It's all broken down by divisions. So together we all form the National Board of Trustees, and it's not just 4 people making all of the decisions for the Marine Corps League. It's a pretty big board. Everything that gets put out, almost all of the decisions, goes through I would say 15, 16 people, to include the PNC, right, the past National Commandant, voting and making decisions on things that affect the Marine Corps League on a big level. At the division level, we all manage our departments. So like you said, Carlos, I have Arizona, Nevada, California, and Hawaii. Hawaii is technically not a department yet. Crossing fingers, they're working on it to get it into a full-fledged department. But that's a work in process. So technically right now they fall under California, if you will, until they become something official. And at the division level, myself and my assistant, we coordinate and liaison between national and the departments, right? The Marine Corps is real big on the chain of command, so even, all from the detachment level all the way up to department, there's a chain of command, and we fall within that, right? So if there is anything that can be mediated before it actually goes to the big four national level, meaning the NJA and above, the NVC can try to coordinate and remedy anything that goes on. We put on conferences as well. I don't know if any division does more than one conference a year. I know that here in the Southwest Division, we only do one a year, but we have tons of Zooms. We're always talking back and forth. And it's also a way for the departments to get national recognition whenever any one of the big four can't make it down, right? So it's always cool to have the national judge advocate or the junior vice or the senior vice or heck, even the national commandant to come down to your department and present you with an award or something to that. But, they're only four guys, so they can't be all over the country all the time. So if there is something big to be given out, an NVC can take care of that because we're in the area. California is a hop, skip, and away. So is Nevada, and I'm in Arizona. So it's good to have that national representation there at departments when they ask for it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. And now, how many do you? If you don't, I mean, hopefully no, but how many national vice commandants are there?
I've never really counted us, but I'm going to say there's like 13 or 14, or maybe about 13 or 14.
That's quite a few.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but it's in that general vicinity.
Wow, that's incredible.
We fill up the room for sure when there's a bunch of tables. Yeah, we fill up the room.
Yeah, make a really nice picture on the steps of the hotel at the National Convention. I saw that. So.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. We try to use AI. There you go. Mike answered. There's 10 divisions.
Mike had the answer. 10 divisions.
Yeah, we tried to. We'd use a little AI app. We took a picture on the steps, and then we did a little AI app to make it kind of old timey. We couldn't get it quite right. It wasn't working. AI is such an interesting thing, but that was a great picture. The other interesting thing that I should mention about the division, it's the only level in the Marine Corps League where the positions are 2 years long. So every other position, when you get elected in that position, you only serve a term of 1 year. You can serve 2 consecutive terms in some places, but it's a 1 year position. And the National Vice Commandant, I guess the ADVC as well, which is the Assistant Division Vice Commandant, serves for terms of 2 years.
Interesting.
Nice.
Did not know.
And you being a black belt has nothing to do with you being the National Vice Commandant, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
You being a black belt has nothing to do with you being the Southwest Division.
No, not at all. I didn't have to fight anybody.
Okay, on that note, what style of karate?
No karate. I'm a first degree black belt with the Marine Corps Martial Arts program. It first came out in 2001. I was a close combat instructor in Rota, Spain at the time with security forces. And General Jones came in and phased out the close combat instructor program and developed the martial arts instructor or the Marine Corps martial arts program. So I didn't get to go through the very first black belt course, but I got to go to the second black belt course.
Cool.
I can't remember when in 2000 it was, but it was sometime in 2001. I was in Spain and I flew over to Chesapeake Bay, Virginia.
Yeah.
And I got my green belt instructor. So I went through 4 weeks to get my green belt instructor. You had to be a green belt instructor prior to getting your black belt. So I went through 4 weeks of training in Chesapeake. I got sprayed. You guys remember getting OC sprayed? Did you ever do non-lethal weapons training? So I got OC sprayed I graduated on Friday. They couldn't fit in an OC on Friday. So they sprayed me on Saturday. I recovered from that. I traveled up to Quantico on Sunday and then began 6 more weeks of training on Monday. So I did 10 weeks.
Oh my God.
Martial arts instruction. And I'll tell you what, when I got back to Spain, I put in for 5 days of leave and I was on a cocktail of Motrin and whiskey.
I will say anybody that I ever saw go to that instructor course, or was it the black belt instructor course, always came back with a broken bone of some sort. It never failed. A broken finger, a broken foot, a broken arm. It just never failed.
It was really intense. Back when it first started, they were still working out all the bugs, right? So with any program, any school that they do the first one, probably the first 10 or 20, they're still working out a lot of things. And I was lucky enough to go to the second one. So they were still working some things out. The biggest thing at that course was right at the end of it. They do this big, they called it an eco challenge. And it was long. I mean, I think me and my team, it took us, I don't know, I want to say 12 hours to finish it. So we start at 05:30 in the morning at the pool, full gear, and you do maybe about 2 hours of aquatics drills. So you're, you jumping off the high step there, going into the water, fighting instructors, you're full of gear, and they wear you out. Then they take you out of the pool, you and your team pick up a log, you run to the entrance to the it's not the rifle range, but they've got like these fighting holes with targets set up. So then you got to put 10 in the black before you can move on, or you got to go all the way back to the entrance of the range and low crawl.
Oh God.
Once all your team gets 10 rounds in the black, you put somebody on a stretcher, you hike them out to the O course, you do the O course a bunch of times, and then they give you these heavy ammo cans. They're like, well, you got to do an ammo resupply, and you got to haul these, and they're heavy, so you're constantly swapping out because your shoulders, your arms, everything's just smoke. So you go on and on, you do this thing for hours and hours, and then at the end they have this big warriors feast. They welcome you back across the line, and there's tons of food and frosty beverages, so it's a good time.
Bengay,
Frosty beverages.
Bengay Motrin.
yeah. But luckily, Andrew, I never broke a bone. Just really sore, and I just needed some rest and relaxation.
Yeah. Well, I went through the green belt instructor course there at MCRD San Diego, and it was probably physically the toughest course that I've been through. Now, mentally, it was the McQuist course. So you're a McQuist survival. Yeah. So mentally speaking, that one messed me up. But physically, the martial arts course just killed me. And it was like every day you get through the end of the day and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Like, it was amazing, right? And you go home, you're so sore, you sit in a bath, and you look at the schedule for the next day and you're like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. Like, I can't move. And then the next day rolls around and the same thing. You get to the end of the day, you're like, how did I make it through the day? And then, like, every single day, and it wasn't even up to the graduation day, it was like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, one of the things that a lot of people don't realize about those courses, I guess maybe, well, if you were in, you know what body hardening is, right? Remember all the body hardening stuff that we did? And that was so I did that, I actually did. So the green belt instructor course is 3 weeks. But I had a week layover before the black belt course started, and I didn't want to just sit around doing nothing. So I asked, my instructors, who were friends of mine, I was like, hey, I'm just sitting around for another week doing nothing. Like, put me through another week. Let me get my brown belt so that when I go up to Quantico, I'm a little bit better prepared. And they agreed. They did. They put me through another week.
Very nice.
So, the body hardening, if you remember,
oh my God.
It's punches to the gut, kicks to the common peroneal, right? Your body hardening the outside of your forearms, the inside, the radial, nerve and all that. And every day you're doing that. And then when I got to Quantico, went all the way back to the beginning. So the first day we started with 15 strikes, and every day increased by 5. So next morning, 20 strikes, next morning, 25 strikes, next morning, 30 strikes. And it got to be really challenging.
And it's not like it's, because in the fleet, you can kind of, you can goof off a little bit and not really go full force. But when you're going through those courses, man, it's no joke, man. They make you go at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was tough, but it was a good time. I don't regret it. Kudos to you though. I knew a few McQuisses, and that is one course I would never want to go to.
I'm a decent swimmer. So the actual swimming aspect, I didn't really struggle with. it was the mental games of one, you're being attacked underwater, those types of things, or especially when I had all my full load of gear on and you're doing the rescues. When that helmet went over my face underwater, I was like, and you don't know when you come up, like you got to breathe, and you're like, I don't know if I'm out of the water or not. Mentally speaking, it totally messed me up. But I made it through. I survived. So
the hardest thing I ever did in the water in the Marine Corps, I was field artillery in the Marine Corps, right? 08 dum dum, pull string go boom, right? So as artillery, every now and then they'll hook up the howitzers to helos. They'll transport them, whatever. And so they made us do a helo dunker, if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever do that helo dunker?
I never got the opportunity to do the helo dunker.
I don't like being underwater, which is weird for a Marine to say because we're supposed to be amphibious warriors, right? But I did that helo dunker, and if you've never seen it or heard of it, it kind of looks like a 55-gallon drum. And I actually did this at Cherry Point. It looks like a big 55-gallon drum, but it's huge, the size of a helicopter frame. And it's got seats, and it's got seat belts, and it's got little portholes cut, out of it, and it's suspended over the pool. So you do it 3 times. The first time you do it, you go in there, and you're a full gear, rubber rifle, all the stuff. You go, you sit down, you buckle in, and it's simulating a helicopter crash over water. So you go in there, everybody's sitting down, you got a bunch of jarheads in there, and they drop it, or they slowly bring it down into the water, and it hits the water, and then it just starts sinking all the way to the bottom of the pool. So it's a really eerie, scary feeling when the water just starts coming from your feet all the way up and up over your head and over your mouth and your nose, and it goes all the way up, and you cannot release until it stops moving, right? Because the propellers are going. It takes a little bit of time for it to stop moving underwater. So they want you for the helo to stop moving before you take your seatbelt off, get out one of the portholes, and swim to the surface. So that was horrible for me. Some people didn't think so, but that was horrible. And the next 2 phases are even worse. So that you have to do it again. The next time it hits the water, it spins upside down because that's what a helicopter is going to do.
Hell no.
Right? It's top heavy, so it rotates. So it hits the water, it spins upside down, and then it starts dropping. And now the water is coming up over your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and you have to wait for the drum to stop moving before you unhook, swim out of the portholes, and go to the top. And then the third time you do it, it's exactly the same as the second time, but they give you these swim goggles spray painted black. So they're simulating it doing it at night. You can't see a thing. And it's, oh my, I think I released myself early every single time. They still pass me, but I wasn't going to wait for that thing to stop moving.
Seriously.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like anything I'd want to do for sure.
So, I would not have volunteered for that one.
No, good for you. If you never had to do it, good for you.
Yeah, no.
I'm thankful I never had to. So, and I'm a decent swimmer, but I still wouldn't want to do it. So,
still, you're a McQuist, and that's something to behold.
Well, I'm a black belt in 2 disciplines, and I'm gonna tell you right now, neither one of them was what you went through, and I am very thankful for that. Very thankful.
Yeah. So, what disciplines, if you don't mind me asking?
Shotokan and Doshinkan.
Okay. Yeah. So the Marine Corps martial arts program was initially developed by General Jones when he was a young lieutenant in Okinawa. He used to see the Marines, the host nation Marines. I think, if I remember correctly, it was Marines. But every morning they go out and they do, they do this whole big thing, right? So they do punches, they do kicks, and it's stretching. It kind of gets you going in the morning. Well, he was really impressed with that. And then eventually when he became the commandant, he's like, hey, I want our Marines to be a little bit more fluid in their combatives instead of if any of you guys are older or old enough to remember Master Gunner Sergeant Don Vito's line system, right? Stomp, twist, pull, grab, that was the old system.
Grab, twist, pull. That was the one thing that I always remembered. Yeah.
And so if we went from line to close combat, and then from close combat to MAI, and MAI was more fluid. And the way they developed that is they basically fapped out, I think it was like 7 Marines. They released them to go study a very specific martial art for 1 year. They went and did Okinawan Kempo, they did Judo, they did Karate, they did jiu-jitsu, they all went and studied these 7 different disciplines. And at the end of the year, they came back and they all, roundtabled and said, okay, what's going to work for the Marine Corps? Understanding that we're in full gear, we have a rifle, we're under load, 40, 50, 60 pounds of gear. We can't do jumping, spinning, reverse kicks off the high dive like some of these traditional martial arts. So they grabbed a little piece from each of these disciplines. So the Marine Corps martial arts program, in my opinion, truly is a mixed martial art. It takes little pieces from each of these disciplines, composes them into one syllabus, and says, hey, this will work even under load, even carrying a rifle. So it was good. They really did a really good job. Lieutenant Colonel Shushko was in charge of the program, and I think he's still there at the Martial Arts Center of Excellence as a civilian.
I didn't know he was still there. He had been there forever, though. I mean, that is like the godfather when it comes to the Marine Corps martial arts program.
Yeah, and he loves it. He loves it. Yeah. He loves that Mokuju, that wooden bayonet trainer.
Oh God, yeah.
He really is a master of his craft. So he did really good by the Marine Corps coming up with it. Besides all the jokes, right? Because we've seen the memes. If you're on any USMC veteran page, we've seen the McMap memes, right?
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, that is true because a lot of these guys come back to the fleet and they're like, "I'm a ninja," and no, you're not. Right? Just teach what you were taught, so these Marines can get their belts.
It's good stuff. Oh man. Well, Joe, is there anything else that you want to bring up or talk about before we kind of move on?
No, I just wanted to plug the Midwinter Conference. It's coming up, and I think probably most of the people who join this chat do attend national events, and there's probably a lot of people that will watch this live stream afterwards, right? But for anyone who has not been to a national event, meaning the national conference or convention and the Midwinter conferences, they're a really, really good meeting place for Marines of the League to meet each other because most of us just stay within our department, right? And even within then, most people only stay within their part of the state. So going to department conventions is good because you get to link up with other people in the state. Going to division conferences is cool because you get to hang out with other departments. And then going to the national convention is just something else because you really run into a lot of people. It's good. It's good for networking. It's good to grab ideas from how other people are doing it, especially if you're in a leadership role, right? You're a department commandant, or you're a brand new department judge advocate or something. You get to attend some of these trainings and really see how the rest of the country does it. There's people who've been recycling these hats for years and they just really have it down. So if you're new to a leadership position within the department or your detachment, there's nothing saying that you can't come to a national level event. I'm sure Joe covered it for the dog side, right? You go to a national convention, you go to a kennel growl, you got to be a PDD to enter unless you're moving up. I think there's 1 or 2 times they let you come in when you're just a devil dog, to whatever, but you got to be a PDD to attend the actual growl. Besides that, members of the Marine Corps League can come and sit in on the conference, and it really is a good time.
Yeah, that's a good plug. I like that, and you're right. I got to go to my first national event this past year, and it was awesome, man. I had a good time. So
yeah, it was good. And thank you guys for doing this, by the way. This is great advertisement and having people cycle through here as guests and talk about things. And you guys do archive these, right? They should be on your channel.
They are. You can go to the new webpage for it. It's Jarhead Jabber Marine Corps League .podbean.com, I think is what it is.
Yes.
It's a long one, something like that. But I'll put it up here in a little bit. But
you should link it in the chat so it stays in the archive and people can see it later. But yeah, it's really good. I think this probably should have been something done a long time ago. But tech being the way it is now, it's kind of easy to do these things. Well, not easy. It's easier to do these things. Yeah, camera, microphone, get on the studio and you do it. So kudos to you guys for doing this and volunteering your time to get the name of the Marine Corps League out there. And I'm not actually sure if this is this isn't a strict Marine Corps League thing. This is just Jarhead Jabber, right? It's all Marines welcome.
Yeah. I mean, this one is specifically for the Marine Corps League, so it's we're promoting all the stuff for the Marine Corps League and that type of stuff on this specific show. Now, my show, the Lost Art Project, is something separate from this. So, but that's kind of where it all came from. But yeah, we created two different ones.
Oh, so you got two things going.
Yeah,
you got the Lost Art Project, and then you got this.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos, you joined them on both. Are you part of those?
Not yet. I haven't joined the other one yet. Strictly working on this one only because of my own busy, crazy schedule on my side. But yeah. But Joe, do you guys have a division page and all that stuff? And if you do, when this goes live, if you guys could share it, that would help. That would help us a lot. We try to get it out there to all departments and detachments that we are familiar with, but in order to make this bigger and better and more known, so that we can have more guests from local detachments and things like that, if we spread the word, it would help out a lot.
Absolutely. I will. I don't know if you guys have a place that you post, but I'll send you that info, or when I pop off here and you guys are still talking, I'll link it in the comments.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Yeah,
great. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
Well, thanks for having me on, boys. I really appreciate it. And gal.
No problem.
She's one of the guys.
Yeah. We want to be inclusive. So.
Well, Joe, thanks for coming on and doing this. Much appreciated. I can't wait for you to come on my podcast, the other one, and share your whole story. So let me know when you want to do that. We'll hook it up.
That would be a good one to watch.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah. No, thank you.
And Joe, like I told everybody in the introduction, I'm glad you're on our side.
I love it.
All righty.
Awesome, Joe. Thank you very much.
All right, gents and lady. We'll see you guys.
All right. Super fine.
Bye-bye.
Hoorah.
All right. Man, we're moving right along. What do we got next? Are we going with Brian next?
Yep. We're going to pull up Brian.
All right, let's do so. We'll get him in here.
Yo.
All right, we got Brian Gillespie. How you doing, Brian?
What's happening?
How's it going, Brian?
It's going very well. Hey, AJ, I don't want to, talk secrets behind what we did backstage here, but you were talking about your colonoscopy, what a great experience that was. It reminds me of my first time that I ever had a colonoscopy. I go in, I had to take my, you guys take your pants off. I take my pants off. I say, hey, where do you want me to put these? He goes, over there, right next to mine. So.
Oh my God. Your experience was a little different than mine. A little bit. That was good though. That was good.
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Nice.
Well,
glad I didn't go to that talk.
Matt says, oh wait. Matt says, wow, yes. Matt's our resident comedian, so he's excited to see that.
Listen, I'm the guy that's going to dumb everything down here. I get to talk about serious stuff, so I had to start off with a joke,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Well, let's just kind of jump into it. Tell us kind of what's going on with it, and let's just get everybody up to speed.
Thank you. So I'm from the Department of New Jersey. I started the Jersey Shore Marines in 2008. Was a member for many years. I just wanted the license plates back in the 80s when I got out of the Marine Corps. Never really got involved until around that time. So I got through the chairs, doing some stuff. Next thing you know, 2 years ago, Dave Porter reaches out to me. In my world now, I work with first responders. I help them get into treatment, mental health and substance use for myself. I'm a retired police officer, a Marine Corps veteran, but I also am in recovery for over 10 years. And we're a program of attraction, not promotion. But I feel that when I talk about that, it's to let others know that there are other people like us, that you are not alone. So Absolutely. What happens is the stuff that we go on and the stuff that we do, there are certain people that we trust and don't trust. right? Especially for first responders, law enforcement, fire, Marines, military. There are certain people that we can talk to that understand what we went through or will kind of get us, right? Culturally competent people. And there's others that maybe we won't talk to. So I feel like the more that I speak out about this and talk about, my struggles and what I went through and where I am now, kind of helps us, and it gets us out, gets it out there, because I'll tell you right now, and whether people want to admit it or not, whether it's you, someone in your family, a friend, a partner, someone you served with, we all are surrounded by it. And that's between mental health and substance use, right? And also with the suicidal ideation. So now with Hamsel, Dave Porter had reached out to me and said, listen, Warren at the time, Commandant Warren Griffin, wants to get something going with wellness and health for our membership and their families. I said, you know what? I have something. I've had something that's been stewing in my head. I go, give me 24 hours and I'm going to get you something that I have that I've been thinking about. So probably within 12 hours, I wrote up what was called our mission statement for Hamsel. And I said, Dave, listen, I have this thing called Hamsel. And he's like, what the fuck is that? I go, Hamsel is help a Marine save a life. I said, it's kind of a combination of QPR, which is question, persuade, refer, for suicide awareness and prevention, a little bit about mental health, a little bit about substance use, as well as my journey with all of that. So our mission statement was kind of to be there to help someone or their family member, have someone who kind of knows the landscape and be able to reach out and to see what's going on. Something that happened also at one of the conventions, and it kind of got it started from there. And having that person, first of all, I credit Warren for wanting to get this started. This is something that no one wants to talk about. I get it. I grew up in an Irish Catholic family in Jersey City, New Jersey, where, you just didn't talk about these things. So now we're a Marine, a cop, man. No one wants to talk about this crap. No one wants to talk about what they've seen, what's in their head, So now someone really wants to do it. All these other veteran service organizations are trying to get some things going. Marine Corps League didn't have anything. So I came up and I had this mission statement that I thought we can do. And I said, that's great. Can you come up with a PowerPoint presentation and can you present it at midwinter? I'm like, what? So like, oh shit, I guess. So I got some, right. So I got some things together mostly about the suicide awareness part and a little bit on my journey and all that stuff. So what had happened was I wound up throwing it out there. And in that time frame, I also I got my 100% from the VA for PTSD. And for a lot of reasons, a lot of time, I never told anybody about a lot of the stuff that had happened to me. And I kind of kept that close under the vest and not to talk about it. So now I'm putting myself out there. I'm like, listen, if I can't get in front of what's going on with myself, how am I going to be able to help others? Right. The same thing with my recovery. So we came up, I did the Hamsel presentation, went over pretty well. And like everything else, whenever I speak at a meeting, conference, wherever it is, someone grabs me the next day, the next week, a couple of months out, to say, can I talk to you real quick about something? And that's how this thing kind of works, right? Nobody wants to come up right away and say, I saw you speak last year. I went and I started doing something in my detachment. I went and got to the VA and I got a lot of these things about suicide awareness and I hand them out to people now. I'm like, man, that's great. And they told two friends and they told two friends. It's like, so I kind of want to grab on like something Joe talked about before. The reason things like this work is because people that care are doing it and they're surrounding themselves with those type of other people. What you got going here, right? So you see maybe the same people coming on, or you meet the same people that are doing the things with the league or the MODD. The same type of people that want to get it done. They're not just hat chasers. They can go kiss my ass, right? I want someone who's going to get it done. I want a solution-based person. So now I take that into the recovery aspect of what we're trying to do with Hamsel. Listen, it's not a great thing. It's not this whole convoluted, whatever you want to call it. For me, it's someone that understands what's going on. You can give me a call. I'm kind of connected throughout. If someone you call me from Oklahoma, I could tell you people down there that I could connect you with. Utah, I got facilities in Utah. I travel the country. I've had facilities all over the place. I'm also, like I'm vetted for. I'm a peer support specialist. I worked as a supervisor for Vets for Warriors out of Rutgers, as well as Cop to Cop. So I'm training peer support for our population for things that I've done with Wounded Blue, which is law enforcement peer support for law enforcement. CISMs and debriefings. We take peer calls and help people throughout and connect them with resources and referrals. So what happened with Hamsel started to take off and it started to go good. I kind of got a little committee, but I just haven't done anything with it, right? Because I didn't know where to go, what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
So next thing you know, I did the same presentation at the national conference, and then a couple other divisions had asked me to come, and they asked me last year to come up with another presentation. I'm like, well, I can't do the same thing. So 2 weeks, I hemmed and hawed. 2 weeks before the midwinter, I came up with another presentation. I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? What am I going to do? So what I did for this one, and I kind of made it a little bit more, I kind of did a rehash of the question, persuade, refer, the suicide awareness, but I added a little bit more about my journey. And I also added more about resources and referrals for us, specifically for first responders and veterans, where I love how other people help us, and there's nothing wrong with those people, but we need to go to specific facilities and see specific counselors and therapists that understand us. I've had people go to meetings and I've had people go to different therapists and they tell them about what happened and they go, oh my God, that's crazy. You need to, no, I need someone that's going to understand when you tell them what you've seen.
Oh yeah.
And I've had those from firsthand experiences from people. So what we do is I try to make sure that I connect people with those type of counselors, therapists, facilities. I got my certification. I'm a certified peer recovery specialist, right? Which means nothing. That and $1.50 to get me on a bus, downtown. But,
not $1.50 anymore.
That's the truth. But all that does is just make me kind of know a little bit more about it than maybe the next person. So with this presentation, I put it together and I got to a point and I started feeling a little bit better about myself, right? At that time, I was presented with a service dog. I had an opportunity to get it. The Department of New Jersey has a Warrior Fund, which was started by Joe D'Angelo, where we collect money and we donate it to an organization called Rebuilding Warriors, where a veteran in need gets a service dog, right? Joe's wife, Barb, is one of the recipients. And the dog's name is Bud, named after her father, who was a Korean War veteran.
Okay.
I received a service dog from that organization, and I hemmed and hawed about that because now, listen, I didn't go to war. I was 82 to 86, Eagle Globe and Anchor, Marine Corps tanker. I deployed in 84 after the barracks bomb. I got on a Westpac. 86, I did my unit deployment to Fuji and Okinawa. But now if I'm going to get a service dog, I'm 100%. People are like, why the fuck do you have a dog? Why the fuck do you are 100%? So now I started thinking about that. Now they started playing games with me. So I'm like, how do I present that? What do I do? And these are the games that we play in our head for everything that we've gone through. We know what we deal with, right? But again, I'm going back to, I can't take care of you if I don't take care of myself. Okay.
Yep.
So I get to this presentation and I had it all lined up and there was a certain point in it. In the morning, before my presentation, I talk all the time to people. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff, and I was jonesing. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. So before I left, they're sitting there at breakfast, and everybody was gone, and somebody had walked in. I'll tell you the guy's name. Guy's name is Jim Mavers. He's the national vice for Midwest and Mideast, Midwest, whatever. And he sits down and he goes, "How you doing?" I said, "I don't know." I said, he goes, "You'll be fine. You'll be okay." I said, "You know what, Jim?" I said, "I'm not sure. There's a point in my presentation. I don't know if I'm going to go left or if I'm going to go right." He goes, "When you get to that point, you're going to know what you need to do." Those are, Stephen McDonald, who was a New York City police officer who was shot and was paralyzed for many years, called them God incidences, right? They weren't coincidences, they were God incidences that people were put into your life in certain situations. That's what I needed to hear. It got me to exactly where I needed to be. So I get up to the point in our presentation about trauma, right? Everyone's trauma is different. If my cat died, I maybe cry my eyes out. If your cat died, you'd be like, whatever, I'll get another fucking cat. Everyone deals with their trauma differently, okay? We get up to a certain point, And I walked away when I got to that point. And what it was a slide in this presentation. It was 3 images on top. The one image was like the handicap that you would see on a parking spot.
Right.
The guy in the wheelchair. The next one was a handicap with like a walker. Another one was a handicap like with a cane. And the bottom image was just the male figure that you would see like on a restroom.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, which one has the handicap? So I said, that bottom one is me. And I walked away and I turned around and I waited till I got to a point. I said, that bottom one was me. I said, because I am an MST survivor. And for those of you who do not know, that's military sexual trauma. And to get to that point in my life and to where I had been in my recovery meant a lot. Okay. So I was able to say that as a male, as a Marine who's a retired police officer, who's done all this shit. And I felt I needed to say that for me. And I needed to say that because if I believed in this program of helping others, I needed to put that out there. Fast forward, don't you know how many people have approached me since then? Not just females, but males. Okay. And that was why I needed to do that. So in that presentation, it was more about like resources that I have used. Boulder Crest Foundation, which is the post-traumatic growth, which is just phenomenal stuff that people don't know about. We talk about post-traumatic stress all the time. Everybody knows what post-traumatic stress is. You know, everyone knows post-traumatic stress. Everybody raise their hands. How many people here have heard of post-traumatic growth? Imagine that we had trauma, we're allowed to get better. Shit, I didn't know that. I thought I was supposed to be miserable the rest of my fucking life. No, you're allowed to get better. You're allowed to have that. That trauma happens. It's never going to go away, right? But you can take that trauma and you can move forward. And I never wanted to move forward. I was pretty happy being miserable. Sometimes I still am. Sometimes I want to get in that corner. I want to stay there. But how do I move forward? Who do I talk to? Who do I tell? Who do I go up to and say, man, I'm not feeling good today? Because now I say that to you in our culture, what are you going to do? Fucking Carlos, man, Gillespie, you hear him? Carlos goes, hey, Erica, you hear this? Because that's what we worry about. Yeah. God forbid that you say, hey, Brian, have you ever talked about, seeing someone? I know a guy. Right? I'm from Jersey, right? So you need your roof done. I got a guy, right?
I got a guy.
You got to get your driveway done. Hey, I got a guy.
Yeah.
Right? But hey, you know what? Hey, I got someone who's got some mental health and substance use. Hey, you know what? You got a guy. It's me.
You got a guy.
I don't know
all
the answers, but if there's one thing that we've learned in the Marine Corps League is we know enough people that we're small enough to know enough people. I may not be able to help you, but I guarantee you I can get you to someone who can in any part of the country. And I did it this afternoon. No matter where I'm at, I'm always on my phone when people give me a call about something or just running something by me. So Hamsel in itself, I'm not doing a presentation in midwinter. We have someone else coming in from, I don't want to spoil it, to do something else about suicide prevention, which is going to be very good, that I've dealt with before. And it's about getting it out in the open. And that you're not alone. It's okay to be okay. Whatever stupid, silly thing you want to talk about, well, it's the truth. Because then you look at me like, wait a minute, you had a drinking problem? Yeah, mate. I didn't drink a lot. But when I drank a lot. So it doesn't matter. I only drank on weekends. I only drank till I black out, but that was like once a week. Yeah, but that's not supposed to happen.
Right.
And what happened when you didn't stop? Right. So I used to think early on, like, well, I didn't get a DWI. I didn't beat my wife. I didn't leave my wife. My wife still talked to me. My son still talked to me. I had the keys to the house. That I had it good. But the patterns and behaviors of being an alcoholic and being someone that wasn't doing the right things, treating people the right way, including myself, that started to add up. And anytime I talk to someone else, the stories are all the same. All the same. You can get recovery in a basement of a Bronx tenement building, or you can get recovery in Malibu, California passages for $100,000. Recovery is in you, but if you don't believe in yourself, then someone else has to believe in you, right? So I'm not going to do it anymore. This is stupid. But if all you said to me was like, hey, Brian, man, I think you can do it. I don't know if you ever heard the story about the guy who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and lived. I forget his name, and he goes around and speaks. And he said that he'd been thinking about it for a while. And he said, if anyone stops me on the way up to the bridge and just talks to me, I'm not going to jump. No one stopped to say anything to him. So how difficult, and listen, I'm not the nicest guy in the world sometimes, but how difficult to say, hey, how's it going? Hey, good morning. Let me hold the door for you. Let me let you go out, right? So easy to do sometimes, but so difficult because we're so tied up in our own stuff. And I'm going to be the first to admit it because I'm not a hypocrite. I can't be anymore. I have my bad days, but I know those bad days don't define me, and they won't make me live for that. I know what I have now. I never knew it. When you think about it, it's kind of heavy stuff, but when's the last time we all thought about gratitude or being happy for something? I got to run. I got to go to this meeting. I got to do this. When's the last time we were present? When I mean present, like sitting and having like this, we're present now, man. We're listening. We're conversing. We're enjoying a fellowship, right? Because we're talking about stuff that we love. We're talking about helping other people. No matter if it's on the dog side, the league side, we're helping each other, helping you maybe come to the dogs to, you want what I have, I want what you have. It's right. Helping another person, right? Because I talk about like hope. Hope is great. Help is, for me, help one person every day. Can we do that? I think we can.
Nice.
Wow. You know what, Brian? I have to say this. I was at Nationals and I heard you speak, and it was it touched a lot of buttons for me. I was raised in an alcoholic household, and just listening to what you said that day, and I'm sure I couldn't have been the only one. It gives you hope, and because a lot of people they don't want to put the work in. They're afraid to put the work in. They don't have the support, and you basically put it out there like you can find that support. That support is there, and you can be that support for somebody else.
Yeah.
So. Thank you. That was a great speech.
There's no greater feeling in the world than helping out another individual. I don't care if it's, helping someone with their groceries coming through the door, whether it's helping somebody coming in with their luggage, to the hotel, or just hey, you okay? Yeah, why don't you take a seat, or something stupid, something silly. If once you do that and you help
the little things,
yeah,
it is. It really is.
Yeah.
Well, the little things are the big things to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. It's really important, Brian. What you said, just even, I always say, you could make the difference in somebody's life just by saying good morning to them.
Absolutely.
Like the example that you put, the guy that was going to jump off the bridge. I mean, had somebody just said good morning to him, his life would have changed. And it really is that simple. As you also said, the MVC asking you, hey, are you okay? How many times we're all in the same veteran community, and we know, I mean, we can tell when somebody's off because we've been there a lot of times. And I'm not a combat veteran or anything like that, but you can tell, some of the younger guys coming home that are in my detachment, I'm always texting them, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Or, you see them on Facebook and you see them going down that dark rabbit hole. And what does it take for you to just say, hey, what's up? You're okay. You want to have coffee? Call me, reach out, text, whatever it is. It's really not that difficult to, as you said, be present. What we're doing here, this is good. We have a lot of fun doing this. But and yes, your subject has been a serious subject, but man, it's something that hits close to home for all of us because we all have somebody that has either tried or has accomplished committing suicide, and it's close to us. And if we don't talk about it in our own community, then what are we doing? Because we're not helping each other just by going to a detachment meeting or going to a growl and having fun, and then we leave and we forget about our brothers and sisters. The camaraderie part of this it goes much deeper than just hanging out and being good to each other, we have to really take care of each other in that sense.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
very
you know
well.
what? For saying that to the guy or anyone and realizing it in ourselves, you have to serve, for me, you have to serve a higher purpose than yourself, right? And for me, that is helping the next individual, because it makes me get better by serving someone else, right?
Right.
Even if it is those little things, it's just the fact of, for the Marine Corps League, we never did anything like this before. Now, we have, I forget how many divisions, right? I've only been asked to speak at a third of them. Why is that? Okay. There's a couple that have been great and others that I've never been asked to go. Now, I've gone all on myself. I don't have a budget for all that stuff. I do it because I believe in it and it's needed. Now, if I speak to 20 people, I don't care if that one person gets it. Someone's going to get it. And even if you don't get it then, 5 months down the road, when you see this guy struggling and it's happened already because of Hamsel, hey, Brian, I got this guy. I just don't know what to do with him. Can you, if you want, give me his number, or, hey, here's some resources in your area. You know, like anyone could sit and Google. Google's your friend, but you may not know what you're looking for. I can specifically find that area wherever you are and say, hey, you know what, make a call to this one, make a call to that one. Do you know about Vets for Warriors, which is a 24/7 peer support for veterans across the country? Well, I never heard of it before. And I'm talking to someone that absolutely knows, that served, that gets it. So when you're telling someone your deep, dark secrets, it's a little different. Well, I won't talk to you because you know me, but I'll talk to this guy who I never met and I will never meet, but I'll tell him what's going on. But now, mind you, you say those magic words, all bets are off. Then they're going to call in, they're going to ping your phone, and you know, when you start saying the magic words like that, because it has to be done.
Yeah. Wow. Man, I think it's fantastic. You know, and thanks for doing coming out and teaching those things and talking about those things. So important. And I don't know. I end every podcast I do, I end with talking about veteran suicide and ways to get help and stuff like that. But it's very important to me. And so thanks for coming on and sharing that, man. It's fantastic that you're doing it and you're spreading the love, and other people are catching on to it as well. And hopefully it spreads even more. I
hope so too. You know, don't give up what you're doing, because this is whether, you know, we can sit and laugh and joke all the time, but you know, if I want to beat somebody up for kicking sand on me, I'm calling Joe Uribe, bro. You know, and he's going to. If I want to do something with the MODD, I'm calling Joe D'Angelo. So that's finding these things without the Marine Corps League and within are there, right? Finding those like-minded people. I don't care if there's 4 people on, 13 people, 30 people. It's going to get out if you continue to have these topics and the people that are bringing forth subjects that people want to hear about. They may not realize they want to hear about it, but they need to hear about it, and they need to be talked about. So don't stop what you're doing. This is phenomenal. I'm honored to be on here anytime I can talk about that stuff, just to put it out there, because we do this together. We have to do this together.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I thank you, Brian. Man, you're the man. I don't care what Carlos says about you, okay? You're the man, Brian.
Gee, thanks. Back up the bus, why don't you?
I'm always nice about it. So.
Shoot. No, it's been fantastic, man. Anything else that you want to bring up or anything before we kind of start wrapping this one up?
No, you know what? I guess I'll end on this, right? I made a coin up, right? It's just, you know, your own coin. I do everything, but very early on in my recovery, the person who was very instrumental in where I am today, taught me this, and it's on my coin. It's everything that I do, that I push out to everyone. I end my presentations with this slide. It says, never underestimate the impact that you may have on someone else's life. So we get to do that every day as leaders in our communities. We don't understand that we are leaders in our community. We're veteran service officers. We are a veteran service community. So with your podcast, with Erica, public relations, with Carlos, with the things that you guys do, we are that person. We may never know. Like tomorrow, someone says, hey, man, that was a great thing last night. Or maybe next year, you're going to say, hey, that podcast you had with that dude from Suicide, that really it really struck me. So we may never know that, but we have to still talk about it, right? So we have to continue to do what we do daily and get that word and get that message out no matter what it is, but never shy away from it and make sure it's always out there.
Yeah, very well said.
Nice.
Very well said.
Nice.
Well, Brian, man, thanks for coming on and doing this. I appreciate it. If there's anything I can do to help you out or whatever, please let me know. We'll have to get you on my other podcast to talk about this stuff too. So
you got it, man.
You're willing, I'll put you on. We'll figure something out. So
pretty willing and able.
Very nice.
I just need a private jet to pick me up and take me out to the studio, and we're good to go.
Oh, I'll it might be a couple years before we get there.
Talk about budget.
I'll add this. I'll add on this something a little offshoot of what Joe was talking about with the convention.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm in a hotel room. I'm also I'm the MODD liaison to the National Convention Committee. So I'm currently in Indianapolis right now. We did a site visit for our the hotel here, and so that's where I'm at doing that. And we do what we need to do for our membership, right? Everyone has their job to do. And like Joe said about stepping up, if you want to get involved, get involved. Don't wait for someone to tap you on the shoulder. Pick up a chair, put a chair away. Tell someone you want to do something. Don't just grab or fucking chase a hat, but do something, get involved. And then be a part of the solution. Don't be a part of the problem. So get involved and do something that's active within our league and in the MODD.
Very nice.
Right.
Yeah. I love it. Shoot. Thanks for coming on, Brian. Much appreciated.
You're welcome,
you have
guys.
a wonderful evening.
And girls.
Yeah. And do me a favor. And that fella that you talked to about me today by the name of Brooks, tell him I said I love you. And then give him a big hug for me if you don't mind.
He took a flight out this morning, but I'm gonna see. Now you're gonna make me end on something else because he told me that you're a percussionist, right?
I am, yeah.
So I'm a drummer myself, but I'm a drummer in a bagpipe band. But I got to tell you, I beat it. I don't blow it. I'm a drummer.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. It's very interesting. The bagpipe playing when it comes to drumming is a little bit different than your traditional drumming that happens, which I learned the hard way because I had no clue what I was doing the first time we got to play with any of the bagpipers. But very interesting. I love what the bagpipe drummers do.
Great stuff.
Yeah. Shoot. Let's see. Forgot to mention I wrote a song about the Marine Corps League and made it with AI. It's called A Song About the Marine Corps League. Check it out if y'all want. That's pretty cool.
Right.
I am going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
Huh?
We got to check that out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to check it out. All right, Brian. Thanks again for doing this. Much appreciated. And then you have a wonderful evening and Semper Fi, man.
I will see everybody next month.
Well, sounds good.
Maybe. I don't know.
Everyone go to Midwinter or not?
I don't think I'm going. No.
I'm not going.
No.
You'll see Carlos though.
Then I won't.
No, I won't be there.
No. Yeah.
I'll be there.
No, I can't go.
No.
Well, I guess we'll just have to do a podcast instead. So.
You know what?
There you go.
But why don't you do a simulcast? Have somebody there. You have boots on the ground. Someone doing something back and forth, right?
Yeah, we can do that. We can easily make that happen for sure.
If someone's going to be there, maybe just do that simulcast calling in. Here's our on-scene reporter.
I love it. Yeah. We make that happen for sure. I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
everybody.
Well,
thank you so much.
You have a good evening. All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Oh man, we've had one heck of a show tonight. I am very impressed with Carlos's ability to get people on here. And,
Absolutely.
Carlos, you're doing a bang up job, man. I'm telling you. Thanks.
No, don't praise him that much. He's going to ask for a raise.
No.
You can ask all day long. That raise ain't coming anytime soon.
Oops.
Wait, let me raise my chair up. Let me raise my chair up now.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff. Well, shoot. What do we got next? We got
Matt.
something fun and exciting, I think.
We got Matt
Yeah.
bringing up the tail.
What was it we said earlier? What was it? Sun's out, guns out, or something like that.
Guns out. There you go.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I'm very interested to see what he has going on for us this time. But let's just jump into it, I guess. Here we are. Look at it. Look at it. Getting it. Hey man, we're live, man. We're live.
Sorry.
How you doing, Matt?
Sorry, when I got on the podcast, I asked the Master Guns if I was going to be first. He told me to wait.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm
you
doing.
were waiting.
Yeah, I was
That
waiting.
was nice. That
You
was nice.
waiting.
You did a good job at it. Look at those guns, man. Does the sun shine everywhere you go?
Yes. It's
Nice.
my smile.
I love it. So what do you got for us, man?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Japan. Most Marines go to Japan.
Yeah.
Thought we'd talk a little bit about that. I love Japan, especially in the spring. You know, because the cherry blossoms my heart.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
And when I think of Japan, I think of vending machines all over the place. Vending machines, right? Cold drinks, hot coffee, ice cream, beer, some other stuff that are in vending machines. Here I am over here in my office. I can't even keep my printer working.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You can trust those vending machines, though. In fact, you could probably trust them more than the base supply, right, Carlos?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a good point.
You know, when I was in Japan, I used to remember complaining about, being away from home or not being able to go anywhere except for the E-Club. Marines today over there complaining about their Wi-Fi and their satellite TV signal.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
If only, Man.
You know when a Marine is the most homesick over in Japan?
No.
The day before payday.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And the food over there, sometimes we complain about the food, but somebody over back home, if they say something about the food, a Marine will defend that food like it's their family secret recipe.
That's true. That is true.
Yep.
One food you start missing over there is fried food, especially the stuff that you fry twice or all the different meats that you fry like chicken.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never thought about that, but you're right.
When I was over there, I needed to make a little extra money. At least I wanted to. So I tried to open up a business. I opened up an origami store. It wasn't long before it folded.
Oh, God. Oh, that was good. That was good.
Time over in Japan for somebody who's deployed just seems to go by really weird. The days crawl, the months vanish, but boy, those PCS orders just come out of nowhere. Marines are over there. They say that they're saving money, but man, they will spend money on flags and souvenirs and patches. They ain't saving any money. True story. I sent home an entire set of dishes. A nice set. I paid $500 for them. Literally, it was Japanese china. That's a true story, right? That's a true story.
Wow.
Japanese china.
Huh.
Oh, no.
The Marines go over there. A lot of them have fun. I did. I had fun while I was over there. Some of them getting a little bit of trouble. There was a Marine over there that had a wreck, a motor vehicle accident with a civilian, and it was a civilian who uses pronouns. So he went to the base lawyer and said, "What do I do?" And the lawyer said, "Sushi."
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
That's rough. That one's rough.
Some of the people over there, the civilians, are nice. Some of them are not so nice. You know, you go out walking down the street, you bump into one of them, they'll stand there and they'll apologize with you for like 5 minutes or something like that. But then there's other guys that aren't so nice. So I saw this sumo wrestler, and I went up to him. I said, "What do you think your most valuable asset is?" And he said, "Just wait." So I thought, all I did was ask the question.
Just wait.
How does your family live with you, Matt? How does your family live with you?
My wife has got very strong eyes because she's always rolling them.
Yeah. She did mention that to me before about rolling eyes. Yeah,
Yes,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
So I'll end it on that. But, you know, before I go, I just wanted to say, have a rice day.
Matt, it's awesome having you on here. Look at them guns.
Hey, I got to tell you, though, on this show, there were 5 Marines that were mentioned that are all in my detachment.
Get out of town. Seriously?
In this show.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, now, can you name them all right now?
Yes. Well, me, obviously. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Steve Seiler.
Okay.
Mike Francis.
Uh-huh.
Jim Mavers.
Uh-huh.
And there was another one. Who was the other one?
I don't know.
There was another one. I know. I can't think of who it was.
So Missouri's representing.
Representing.
Yeah. I'm digging it. Yeah, you guys do really well up there from what I've seen. So now it could be that I'm friends with you on Facebook, so I see all your stuff. So maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, I do. You guys have a lot going on up there.
We got a very active detachment and a very active department. So yeah.
And if you haven't followed Mike Francis, if you haven't friended Mike Francis, you need to.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
That man, you see everything. I don't know how he sleeps and lives and everything else because all I see is Dunkin' Donuts and bones. But he's on.
He's my buddy.
Just saying that because he wore your socks.
Yeah.
That's true too.
All right. Thanks a lot, AJ.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for
Good
doing
job,
it, man. You have a great weekend. Oh, wait, no, not weekend. A great week. It's not the weekend.
It's Monday.
Yeah, have a great week, man.
Love it.
I love it. Oh my goodness, we have had one heck of a show, have we not?
Oh yeah.
Bob's knocking on the door asking if I'm still alive.
Yeah. You know, I was a little worried that it was going to go long, but and it did. It went a little long, but well worth it in my opinion. So for those that stuck around the whole time during the recording, thank you for doing that. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, we had quite a few. We still have 7 listeners out there. So we're moving up in the world. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah. We're getting more and more listeners. And of course, we're getting more and more listeners when it comes to once it gets posted as well. So thank you to everybody out there that is listening, is paying attention, and doing all that stuff. Much appreciated. Don't forget, you can go and get you some cool merchandise if you want to get you some Jarhead Jabber gear. Don't forget, you might want to get you a cool mug that you can drink out of here.
I thought that was a flask.
Just rubbing it in.
No, it's not a flask, but
it's serving the purpose of a flask.
It's definitely serving a purpose right now. Let's just say that. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Well, Erica, thanks for joining us tonight. Doing this, I appreciate you. It's been fun. Hopefully, you had a good time.
Oh, absolutely. I always have fun with you guys. Usually I'm just typing it.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. You and
up in the world.
Yeah, you moving on up to the
y'all let me in the door.
Shoot, man. No, in all seriousness, both of you did a fantastic job. I appreciate it. And I always have a good time every time we do this. And I think we're getting better and better at it. And I think we're getting the ball rolling and getting more and more people involved in it. And that's what we need, Marine Corps League and the mod. Let's just blow it all up. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
It's
I'm
planned.
interested. Can we get that song in the chat?
Let me see. What was the name of? I'll go back and find it. Hold on.
I put it in the Jarhead Jabba chat through the text.
Oh, on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's see.
And you could basically tell them whoever's doing it, contact you.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear that?
Well, back in 1923, a great man made the Marine Corps League. He gave us a home, he gave us the best. A place for leathernecks from east to west. Well, you never really stop being a Marine. But today he got his DD-214. Last day of service, no need to pretend. They won't miss them all, but they'll miss their friends. They took off their boots and hung their packs.
All right.
Their service ended, it was time to go back. But home wasn't quite home, not anymore. They think they fit in, but they're not really sure. The brotherhood they had with their fellow Marines started to fade away like a hazy dream.
Woo! Hey.
But they still had to carry on.
Oh, sorry. Dang, Joe, man, come on,
That's good.
dude.
That is
Are
good.
you kidding me?
Good voice too. Wow.
Yeah, Joe.
That's pretty good.
We gotta get you a contract in Nashville or something, man. That was.
Hey,
hot,
make sure
dude.
you send that link to me.
Yeah, for sure. Man, that was great. Everybody out there, go check it out. It's on the YouTubes. A song about the MCL or Marine Corps League. But yeah, man. Whew. Oh, that's not him singing.
Well, whoever you chose to sing it, sing well.
Hey,
Yeah.
Joe, just take it and say it's you, man. Come on. We're not gonna accept that it's a computer, Joe. It's not happening, man. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. We're not
Don't
doing
ruin
it.
it for me. Don't ruin it for me.
I know, right? You ruined it.
Oh man, I love it. Well, Carlos, Erica, is there anything else that we want to talk about?
No, I just want to tell everybody to have a great week. Remember, every day is a new day, and you can start all over again.
Absolutely,
Nice.
absolutely.
Nice.
Carlos,
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just taking in everything that was said tonight. So
Yeah.
important. Conversation, is a little heavier than we normally go, but it's
But it was good.
necessary sometimes to broach those topics, right? And
Mhm.
we have a responsibility to our other veterans to
Right.
make it known that they have a place that they can come to and people that they can talk to,
Absolutely.
and we're here for them.
Yeah, good work, Carlos, man.
Yep.
Well, both of you, thank you very much for doing this, coming on and doing it. I had a great time, as always, and I'll end it the same way we always do, but talking about veterans and ways they can get help if they're struggling. So to all the veterans out there, if you're struggling, need help, anything like that, don't forget the VA does have some great resources. You can always dial 988, press option 1. You can always text 838-255 or go to veteranscrisisline.net, click on that chat icon. Don't forget, man, I totally screwed this one up.
Take 2.
You know what? We're gonna do it again, and this is live, so everybody gets to see my stupidity here. Have another drink.
That'll help.
But remember, one veteran life loss is one too many. I care about you. I know Erica and Carlos, everybody that was on the podcast tonight, they care about you. So please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies that you serve with. Ask them how they're doing. If they need that helping hand, please give it to them. See, I just needed another drink to get through it, and now we're A-OK, AJ squared away. God, man. That's what happens. That's
Great
what happens.
ending. Great ending.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody out there, but I had a good time. I don't know if everybody else did. I had a good time.
I had a great time.
It. Episode 6, the first
In the
episode
books.
of 2026. Man, in the books, we're doing good, man. Thank you. Thanks,
Doing
Carlos.
good work.
Yeah,
Good work.
appreciate you.
We're
All right, everybody out there, don't forget, stay motivated. Change your
And
socks.
change your socks.
That's right.
No more 22. On to the journey and finish the fight.